Good afternoon, students. This is Mr. Alexson, and today I would like to talk about how you can upgrade your History Day projects by adding an interview. When you interview, there are a couple different types of interviews or people that you can interview. I suggest that you interview either a person that's involved in the event. So, for example, if you were doing the Selma March in 1965, you might be able to get a hold of Congressman John Lewis, who was actually at the Selma March, and interview him. Another possible interview is to interview a college professor of history who is an authority. For example, my student Ashley today actually went on to the UW Stevens Point site by Googling UW Stevens Point faculty, and then she found Professor Skelton and did an interview about the Korean War with him. Probably the best way to go about doing an interview is to interview an author of one of the books or sources that you are using in your project. So, for example, I have a student who is doing the end of the Cold War or the fall of the Soviet Union, and he had a book called Reagan and Gorbachev. And so what he did is he Googled the author, who is Jack Matlock. And by doing that, we were able to find out that Jack Matlock, the author of the book Reagan and Gorbachev, which he had read, was a foreign ambassador, the American ambassador to the Soviet Union from 87 to 91. In fact, he's the last ambassador. So we looked and we were able to find his faculty page. So we clicked on, and here he is right here, Jack Matlock, and he is an adjunct professor of international public affairs, and there's his phone number and there's his email. So then we pulled up his email and very quickly emailed him and asked him if he would do an interview. And he agreed, and he did an email interview. We also had a book called Victory, and Victory was written by Peter Schreiber. So we typed in Peter Schweitzer, okay, and then after we just put faculty because we didn't really know if he was a professor or not, but sure enough, it says author, best-selling author Peter Schweitzer, and we looked at that, and that was a PDF, and we found out that he was at Stanford. So we typed in, then we just added Stanford, okay, faculty, and we clicked on that, and we were able to get the Hoover Institute professorship faculty listing, and that does not come up. So we went back and we went to, Peter Schweitzer, Hoover Institute, and there he is. And we were able to then email him using this faculty page here. Right here it says contact us, so we clicked on that, and we were able to call the Hoover Institute, and we were able to get his email, and then we were able to interview Peter Schweitzer, and he had written the book Victory, the Reagan Administration's Secret Strategy that Hastened the Collapse of the Soviet Union. So it's very simple. Sometimes you will find a person. James Mann was another guy that was an author. James Mann, M-A-N-N, and he's an author. And we did him, and we found out that sure enough, here he is, and author and journalist. We clicked on that, and we were able to send him an email as well. So here he had his own page, and it says contact. We go like that, and we typed in name and so on, and this actually went to the publisher, penguin.com, and they emailed us back and set up the interview with James Mann. He wrote the book, The Rebellion of Ronald Reagan. So very simple to get a hold of authors these days using the internet, or just try and put the professor's name in with the word faculty. I had a girl who was doing the Trail of Tears, and she got the name J.P. Leary, and we put that down with faculty, and we clicked on that, and sure enough, there he is, J.P. Leary, First Nations Studies, UW Green Bay. There he is. All you gotta do is click on his email and send him an email. So thank you very much, students. I expect you all to add at least 1 or 2 interviews to your annotated bibliography. Those interviews can then go into your documentary or website, or you can take quotes from your interviews and put them into your papers or up on your exhibits. So there's no excuse not to do an interview. Thank you very much, and have a great day.